Good morning, judges. My name is Lyle Franklin. I'm a vegetable variety developer and seed salesman in Yuma, Arizona. Along with my colleagues Daniel Harris with Arizona Farm Bureau and Taylor Howarder with Roosevelt Irrigation District, and as members of Project Central Class 33, we will be presenting our Making a Difference project, Safe from the Source, promoting Arizona's food safety. Now that I've told you who we are, I'd like to tell you who you are. You are sitting board members of the Arizona Food Marketing Alliance. Your organization represents and advocates the interests of Arizona retail food industry and their supplier partners. You strive to promote the industry to bring prominence and awareness of its impact and presence in Arizona. And we're here today to help you do just that. And the timing couldn't be better. Foods produced in Arizona are held to the highest safety standards through industry-specific metrics, audits, and training programs. Tens of millions are spent each year on the implementation and tracking of food safety best practices throughout the supply chain. Arizona produces safe foods, and our goal is to connect producers, regulators, and retailers to showcase this commitment behind the Arizona Grown label and brand. Arizona Grown is currently undergoing a major relaunch to enhance the visibility and emphasis on quality, local production, and good stewardship. We aim to connect organizations such as Arizona Leafy Greens Marketing Agreement and other industry groups to bring a robust, food safety specific value component to the new Arizona Grown brand and label. Professional outreach, this is our product. Leveraging the network, making connections to influence cooperation and participation. We reach out to industry on behalf of the team launching Arizona Grown. For example, with our conversations with Teresa Lopez at LGMA, we learned that 98% of leafy green producers in the state are certified compliant with LGMA requirements. However, their prestigious label and certification is really only used on bills of lading and other paperwork that the industry requires, however, consumers don't necessarily have visibility to. After a discussion of that with her and our aim to add value of processes that were already in place to behind Arizona Grown, Teresa drafted an email and sent it to Ashley at Arizona Grown right away, offering support of her office. Conversations with Lisa Bednar, our president of the AFMA, that's your group. She really liked the idea Arizona Grown is food safety. That's something they could work with at point of sale. Also mentioning the local component and how uncertainties about tariffs may have an influence on locally grown or locally marketed products. She offered space in their bi-monthly journal publication to assist our efforts.
So that brings us to our ask. We're asking for a $5,000 contribution to the producer grant that we've decided to come up with. And this will cover 10 small farming operations to get them started with access to approval and certification within the new Arizona Grown label. This will also help ensure that they meet the criteria of not only the food safety, but the actual definition of being Arizona Grown. And the best part is this is all administered by the Arizona Department of Agriculture within their own Arizona Grown brand program already. So from there, I want to take you into our strategy. As Lyle said earlier, the main strategy is combining and leveraging all of our networking abilities and getting more producers and consumers on board with buying in and understanding the label. Our professional outreach that Lyle talked about has confirmed how effective combining our networks can be to enhance not only the label, but the program itself. The key components to the producer grant incentivizes participation in the brand label and its requirements for certification. The added benefit is of being a well-known platform for enhanced marketing and outreach. The Arizona Grown webpage already exists. It's established. When the brand reorganizes, it'll be a great way to advertise all of the participants in the program. And there's going to be no additional cost for that marketing feature as it already integrates within the program. So moving on to why food safety matters. Food safety certification and practice ultimately build consumer trust in the product. When you go to the store and you look at, whatever you're going to buy, you look at some of the labels that are on there, and do you see, does it have an AZDA stamp on it? Does it have a USDA stamp on it? Well, we want the Arizona Grown label to be that label, to say this was grown in Arizona, produced in Arizona, and it's safe. If the brand associates itself that way, it makes it a lot easier for the consumer to trust. So then I want to touch on some of the history of the old brand, the pins we're wearing today, the label you see on your screen. That's not going to be the one moving forward. They're redesigning it now, but I wanted to talk a little bit about why did it fail. It had public trust issues. There was lack of brand recognition. It had issues with issuance and regulation. So this is the document. That's all you need to be Arizona Grown approved now, is you put your name at the top and you sign at the bottom. And that's it. The day of handshakes are gone. That doesn't hold any legal grounds anywhere. So we wanted to make a program that built in the certifications of the food safety to really concrete the fact that this means something to the consumer. Sorry. Shoot. Back one slide. I wanted to start to try to drive that home with, we did a small survey within our group and people we work with, and their input indicated consumers and producers, they want their dollars to stay in the state of Arizona and specifically locally in their own communities, and they wanted safe, certified, and affordable local products. And then to move on to some other survey insights, after we did our survey, we reached out to the Arizona Department of Agriculture, and their brand team, they have a goal outright of just enhancing public trust overall in the department and in the department's branding. They did a large study with producers, growers, and consumers from all over the state of Arizona, and their preliminary findings, as shown here, indicate Arizonans prioritize food safety and choosing local products. Many of the Arizonans that were polled also indicated that they are more likely to buy products with clear safety certifications included in the labels. Our team believes, based on this preliminary data, that combining the food safety component with better, clearer Arizona-grown definitions and regulations, that we can enhance together the Arizona-grown brand.
Yeah, just to build upon what my colleagues have already kind of gone over in a little bit more detail, just going over the producer grant, what its purpose is, what its benefits are, and what its impact is. So our grant really just empowers the producers to join the Arizona Grown program, which boosts their visibility as producers, gets their products out on the shelf, has that Arizona Grown label, which marks it as a local product and a very safe product. Boosts their visibility and it builds that consumer trust, begins to build that back in that safe local produce. There is a high cost associated with participating in this program that we're anticipating. As Taylor had mentioned, the grant that you will be contributing towards will directly allow 10 producers to take part in this producer grant that otherwise they might not have been able to. Why now? Why is this a good time to do it? The Arizona Grown program relaunch, it's really the ideal moment to champion food safety meeting the consumer needs and definitely strengthening our status in Arizona through the leadership of agriculture. With the targeted release in October, we definitely have a little bit of time now between now and then to really build this program up and get that message out there. And I'll go back to this. This is really the right place, the right time, and the right people to get this job done. This is not just adding value to the producers by associating their products with this brand, with this label. This is also giving value to the Arizona Grown program and thereby lifting everybody up all at the same time. All Arizona producers, with or without this label, will have the stigma of being a very safe product in the state of Arizona. By prioritizing food safety, we're building a robust Arizona Grown program and the brand that uplifts rural producers and earns that unwavering consumer trust. Local in Arizona means honoring the diversity of our people, climates, cultures, and communities by supporting food grown across the state, from desert valleys to mountain farms, rooted in resilience, tradition, and connection. This was one of the quotes that was given to us through the survey that was administered by the department. In that survey, we helped to distribute through our channels as well to garner more support through that. But I think this really captures kind of the essence of what we're trying to do here. Arizona Grown celebrates our state's rich agricultural history and diversity and really unites communities through that safe local food that embodies the trust and tradition that Arizona agriculture really is built upon. So with that, let's unite to make Arizona Grown the gold standard for safe, local food. Join us in shaping a stronger, safer future for Arizona agriculture. Help us help Arizona agriculture and Arizona producers by contributing to this grant. With that, we're happy to take any questions.
Yes.